And come into centre immediate class, ready to go. So with the pregnancy variations, again, just ignore them if that does not apply to you guys. Fantastic. Rest the arms down by the side. We're going to roll our shoulders forward, up, and around and down. Easy peasy to start off with. Breathing in to bring the shoulders up and breathing out how quickly your roll goes. Just literally on a normal breath pattern. Don't force it. Just keep it as kind of comfortable as you want to. Last one, breathing in and just breathing out. Keep those shoulders nice wide collarbone with your shoulders just pinching together. With relaxed fingers and wrists, your hands should be just away from your thighs. You want that little bit of gap. And then wherever the balls of your big toes land, leave them there and turn your heels out into that alignment. We're going to roll the ankles in and roll the ankles, lift the inner arches up. So we're just going to warm up those feet, warm up those ankles. So really a subtle movement, rolling the ankles in and pulling those ankles out. Now roll the ankles up to lift those arches up, pulling those ankles out, but stop when the balls of your big toe start to come off the floor, because that's a perfect arch. So our hip position, bring your hands up, keep those shoulders relaxed. All we're going to do to start off with is a little forwards tilt to the pelvis, so tucking a backwards tilt. So a gentle rock forward and backwards, please, guys in the room. So very, very gently. Nothing's quick, nothing's jerky. Keep on doing that movement. So first of all, it's after the day you've had so far, getting your brain and your body back and attached. And for you, and finding our neutral position. So do one more forward and back, just nice and gently, and then come halfway, or where you know where your neutral pelvis is. So it should be a soft curve, elastic. Bring your fingertips onto your hip bones, bring them in an inch and down about an inch. Again, as less as a big bump in the way. And then just gently draw them core, that center engagement. Lift the pelvic floor up as well. Again, just like a 30%. We want this area to be doing about a 30 to 50%. Hold it there and just start breathing. So you've got nice strong feet, arches lifted, a nice neutral position, and a breath. Really gentle, and a breath. Keep the breath pattern going. Just lengthen through the back of the neck. So you're feeling like little bit of someone's pulling you right up to the ceiling. Bring that chin underneath your chin, and again, you just keep on breathing. Nothing is changing. Centers engaged, just keep on breathing. The next time you breathe out, just take your hands up to shoulder height. Turn the palm and start to scissor. Open as you breathe out, and breathe in to bring the hands back in again. So breathing out to open, breathing in to close. And again, just go for another gym. Just get every single joint in our body moving, warm. As we do this, we shouldn't feel any weight shift, guys. And just think about that weight distribution in your feet. So as you swing those arms up and down, we want to keep the weight really steady through those feet of this body. Yeah, I have got my center engaged appropriately. Okay, so do one more of those. Lift and then bring the hands back to shoulder height. Keep the palms face out. So that nice capital Y stretch. Breathe in to lower the hands. Breathe out to open them up. Breathe in to lower. Bring back just to shoulder height. Keep on going. Go a bit closer to the screen. Because what I want you to do is as you open those hands up, you're going to tuck the ribs down. So breathe in, lift the ribs, lift the ribs, breathe out, tuck the ribs down. So you're almost doing this little like a crunch, like a little mini sit-up. Even whilst we're doing one more, breathe out, rib cage, tuck it down, keep it going, breathe in, release, palms facing the ceiling now. Elbows then come in, little 90 degrees at those elbows. Just don't even worry about the breath on this one, but just make sure we've got a little pelvic floor lifted, yeah? So imagine you need a wee, just drawing those muscles up towards the belly button. If you want to, breathe out, stretch, turn the hands all the way, palms to the back of the wall. Good. Open it back, palms to the ceiling, elbows in, start again. So big shoulder, elbow, and that wrist turn warms up the nerves. So all those nerves that come from your neck all the way down. Two more. Breathe out, stretch. Breathe in, relax. One more. Breathe out, stretch. Breathe in, start again. Okay. Have you forgotten those arches of those feet? So lift those inner arches up. Your knees might turn out slightly. That's fine. Those arches lifted. Breathe out on the way down. Breathe in, sorry, on the way up. Fantastic. Breathing out on the way down. Breathing in on the way up. Okay, keep on going. A couple more of those. So try to keep the weight 50-50 through those feet. And now 50-50 heel to toe. All the weight on your toes or all the weight on your heels. Just keep the weight 50-50 front to back. And I know that might be a bit of a challenge for some of you. That's absolutely fine. Working out, breathing out on the way down, breathing in on the way up. Last one, stay at the bottom, pull those shoulders back and down, lift the ribs slightly, lift the pelvic floor slightly, back on the bottom. This is the intermediate bit, so if you wanted to stand up, you can, but nice normal breath pattern, keeping the arches lifted, little turn out of those knees, 3, 2, 1, and then just squeeze the bum to stand up. Fantastic. Okay, I'm going to go side on to show you our next movement. You can take a step forward, wide, quite a wide stride. Bring your hands onto your hips. If you feel quite wobbly, you can take your feet further apart from where they are in that line. We don't want to be walking a tightrope. Lifts and stays off the floor, so we don't put that heel down. Now, with regards to your pelvic tilt, as you lower this back knee, we're going to tuck the tail of that back knee down now, guys. Tuck the tailbone under, and then release the tailbone. Almost lift it as you stand up again. So breathing out, breathing in, lifting it. Fantastic. 3 more. Breathing out on the way down. Shoulders back. Really proud chest. Almost quite smooth. Lift, hold, step in, and step back. Fantastic. Good. Other side. So the reason we're putting in this extra is really good hip stretch. It's not quite unusual, but it's a perfect thing to open up your hips for the rest of your day. So shoulders down, head up. Proud chest. Breathe out, backwards tilt to lower the knee. Breathe in, start again. 4 more. Breathing out, breathing in. I'm going to be going a little slower, so we're going to really sit, tuck, 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 tuck. Release. Let's go 1 more. It's going to get that big quad stretch. Release and done. And step back and quad on there. Now let's take it a bit further. Let's challenge your balance. So we're going to go feet hip distance apart. If you don't want raises, everyone else, sink into the squats as before, keeping those arches lifted on the feet. Float both of your heels up off the floor. So both of the heels are now lifted, challenging that off the floor, and then lower the heels, lower the hands. Good. Let's go again. Breathing out. Lift the heels, breathe in. Stand up, breathe out. Now again, if that breath pattern is too slow, you can't get it, it doesn't matter. We're doing the warm-up, okay? So just move through the squat, then the heel lift, lower the heels gently. So if you are doing this movement, and when you get to the top, you feel you're always falling forward, squeeze your bum, tuck your rib cage down more, and it should balance you out. Let's do 3 more of those. Okay, so thinking about that, do I fall up? Do I fall down? Do I fall sideways? Let's work on getting you beautifully balanced. Last, breathing normally. If you don't want to put that breath pattern in, breathe out. Fantastic, guys. Lovely. Let's warm up the spine. Then go side on to show you. A roll down can be drop the chin to the chest, roll the shoulders forward. Now sink through 1 vertebra at a time, looking behind you. Enjoy the stretch. Breathe out. Start to reverse it. So backwards tilt, bum cheek squeeze. Restack the lower back, middle back. Finish with that little chin tuck that lengthens the back of the neck. 2 more. Breathe in. Breathe out on the way down. That stretch. Breathe out. Backwards tilt. You're restacking truly 1 at a time. Shoulders, head, chin. Breathe in. If you can always bend the knees slightly just to get you a bit further down. Okay, pregnant ladies in the room, careful off the back, the old wee off balance. Roll down next. 1 shoulder roll. Lead into a side bend. So you get a quick side stretch. Beautiful. Then you're going to fold yourself in the middle and then roll up in that same straight line as a second ago. Shoulders, then head. Then the other shoulder roll into the other fold. Throat on the outside of the leg. Swing to the middle. Roll up through that beautiful straight line. Let's go a little quicker. Next 2. Breathe in, hold the stretch. Breathe out, restack. Breathe in, other shoulder roll. Breathe out, side lean. Breathe in, breathe out to come up. Nearly there, shoulders, head, circle the arms. Behind you almost. Interlace the fingers, drop them behind the head. Breathe in, shoulders, 2 more. Breathe in, shrug. Breathe out, release. Set the center, guys. Breathing in, breathing out. Now reach those hands up. Turn the palms away from each other. Pelvic floor up an inch. Double check you've got equal push through both those feet. And now slowly circle. Try to feel every single fibre in the front. Fantastic. When you're done, completely rest. Almost give yourself a bit of a floppy one before we go onto the floor. Fantastic, guys. Go to the edge of your mat, facing the length of it. Roll the shoulders back and down again. We're going to roll down to a 4-point kneel. So chin to the chest, roll the shoulders forward, sinking down one at a time. Just drop to the knees, lower the knees and walk. So we're going to start off just by really, again, just reiterating all this position, get you beautifully set. Look down between your knees. Let's get those knees. Turn those feet. So if you look between the knees, you should be able to see the feet. Everything's beautifully in line. Just roll that tip the under backwards tilt. Just a couple of those, really small. Try to focus it on just the pelvis. It's not a cat stretch. It's just the lower back. Way point. So flat lower back. Imagine you've got a little tea light, a little candle in between those hands. Lift your ribs up and away from the floor. Draw the shoulders away from the ears, so really pull those shoulder blades down the spine. The base of your rib cage, a bit hard, fantastic. Lengthen through the back of the neck, and you guys will always be looking at the spots in between your middle fingers with basically a bit of a neck. Now holding that completely still, tuck your toes under. Get as much of your feet in hypermobile or pregnant. Soften your elbows off slightly. So just bend them a tiny centimetre. Float your knees just off the floor. Hold it. If it, preferably for a breath in, and then breathe in. Reset your centre. Breathe out to lift. It's a hover, properly, literally 4 or 5 inches. That's it. Lower down. One note. Breathe in, hold, breathe out, lower. If that's okay, let's speed it up a little bit. Breathe out to lift, breathe in to lower. Keep going. If you need to, you can go on a fist. If your wrists are, if you really need to, you can drop your elbow to where your hand is and just do the lift with your hands. But either way, let's do 3 more. So just taking your time. Really holding it. You're not moving anything except for just 1 more of those. Lift and lower. Now, if you relax those toes off, we shouldn't really change anything else. I want you to be still stretching one arm in front of you, floating it up just in line with your ear if we can, and then gently lowering and starting again. Now, when we get the other, lift the arm, gently lower. So we're going to go side to side, please, guys. But if we've got this really strong upper body, away from your earlobes, belly button is lifted away from the floor, and we have got those knees hip distance apart, we shouldn't really feel too much left knee, right knee. 2 more, yeah? Breathe out to lift. Breathe in to lower. Breathe out to lift. Breathe in to lower. Leg slide. So glide one leg and away. Keep the toe in contact with the floor. Lock that thigh. Really tense that leg out. Think reach. Just in line with the rest of the body. No higher is needed. Squeeze that bum cheek. Now tap that toe down. The leg is still perfectly straight. 4 movements. It's a straighten of the leg, a reach of the leg, a lower, then the tuck in. Let's go again. Breathing out to lower. Get alternating legs. Really try to get that you don't lift the toe off the floor until that thigh, locking that knee out. And again, it's that reach those toes behind you. Fantastic. Let's go 2 more. Breathing out to reach. Breathing in to lower and child pose or shell stretch back. Take the knees wider if you need to, and just get yourself up for this one and rest your head down if you need. But for 10 seconds, just do nothing. Switch off. 20 minutes in, we haven't stopped moving, we haven't stopped engaging. A little rest of everything, yeah. Nothing should be feeling painful, nothing should be feeling too tense. This is the time that if you do think I'm actually really getting tension somewhere, okay? And let's pop up. We're going to bring in the leg and the arm into a full swimming level 4 in that 4-point kneel. So pelvic tilt, neutral, lift the ribs up, shoulders down away from the ears, back of the neck. Lovely and long, and soften the center. Breathing out, stretching, then reaching. Let's breathe in to hold. Let's make it a bit more endurance. Breathe out, stretch, reach. Breathe in, hold. Breathe out, lower. Breathe in, reset. If that's okay, speed it up. Breathing into lower. And again, guys, if the breath is just too much, like, oh, you can't get it, don't panic. I'd much rather you have a beautiful flat than focus and kind of stress yourself on the breath. So when we're moving, Don't drop that back. Keep it beautiful behind me. As I do my lift, I don't want to see any more of that radiator. I want to keep myself beautifully high. 4 more, please. Breathing out and breathing in if we can. 2, back of the neck, tall, please, guys. Lift, that rest. Fantastic. Okay, so we're going to start working on the anterior side. Sit back on those knees. Right, we're going to do a little mobilization, then we'll go on to our backs. We're going to go cross-legged. Fantastic. So everyone can be cross-legged for the first one. Pregnant ladies, you may want to go on here. You will need to be on that ball. So just get it ready and just have that in your mind. Spine twist to begin with. So cross-leg, whatever's comfortable. Where you're tight on one side, just grab your block, pillow, cushions, and sit on it. What we want is both of those sit bones, if you give them a wiggle, and almost get your butt fits underneath your bum. We want them to be equal, 50-50 weight distribution. That's why I open my legs slowly. If I really tuck my underfoot in, I get myself a little bit open, a little bit more relaxed. So a simple spine twist to begin with, please. We're going to do a little fold, fingertips onto the shoulders, drop ourselves down. Breastbone goes to the side wall, and then breastbone comes back to the front. Simple. Breastbone goes to the other side wall, breastbone in to come back. Breath out to turn. Breath in to come back, hold. Next time you turn, try to get tall as up and away from the floor, and then come back, breath in. Again, breath out, lift. Really try to take some of that pressure off of the floor. Breathe in. 2 more. Breath out, breath in. Now keep yourselves turned to that side now. The hands behind you, place it on that knee in front of you. Good. Now turn yourself further. So we're using our hands to help create a bit more resistance to turn you further into. Breathe in, hold. Breathe out, hold. Breathe in, hold, and then relax. Spin those arms, other side. Good. Take your boobs out a bit. Breathe out, turn. Breathe in, hold. Breathe out, turn. Breathe in, hold. Last one, get tall. Lift up, levitate your bum. Okay, spine stretch next. So it's all about kind of really stretching you out. I'm going to go straight leg on this one. So pregnant ladies, please sit on your twist to the ceiling. So just in a really nice square seated position. Again, if you can't feel your sit bones firmly into your mat, get a block to do so. Head on to show you the ranges we're going to go through today. Keep looking ahead, reach forward. Keep those arms parallel with back, restacking 1 vertebrae at a time. Breathe in, reach. Breathe out, restack. Breathe in, reach. Breathe out, restack. Keep on going. So we're getting this lovely lower back stretch at the station. So if you are seated, it's this lovely stretch because the bump isn't too much in the way on here. And then restack. Shoulders down and away. Breathe, curl, and restack. Fantastic. Keep on going. Let's do 1 more, and then we'll take it further. The next one. Breathe in, reach. Breathe out, restack. Shoulders down, head up. Breathe in, reach. Extra. Breathe in, reach. Now hold for a breath out. Breathe in to restack. And again, breathe in, reach. Breathe out, hold. Breathe in, restack. Breathe out, head up. 1 out, hold. Breathe in, restack, and rest. Fantastic, guys. Lower those arms down. Okay. Control around our lumbar pelvic position. Stay seated if you are seated. Grab a pillow or something if you're going to go on your back. Lay down, heels close to the bottom, scissors level 1, so hands on hips, whatever position you're in. Forward and backwards tilts, just 2 or 3 times. Find your center, tuck those rib cages in and glide them down towards your pubic bone. So you're shortening this distance down here. In scissors level 1, float your knee up, obviously in seated, it'll just be a little lift, and lower on the neck. And lower. Keep on going if you're on your back. If you're seated, just to clarify, it's lift 1 knee, lower 1 knee. And obviously as you move, we don't want to be doing too much wobbling side to side with your butt, okay? So try to control If you are on your back, we're going to go straight into level 2. You're lifting one leg up, holding it there. You're deepening, lifting the second leg up in the air. And we're going to go to level 3 now. You're going to tap one toe down and then lift it up again. Breathe in to lift it. So we're going to keep on going, alternating sides. Fantastic. Lift and lower with a breath. Big rib cage tuck. You should get lots and lots and lots of abdominal fatigue. If you are seated, if you're comfortable, fantastic. What we're going to do is take some of your balance away. Continue to try to do, because obviously the hands are helping you a little bit. And if you're really feeling like, yeah, I'm actually trying to do 4 before you close the other eye and do another 4. So it's really challenging your balance, and it's just going to make everything through that center, around that base. Keep on going, one leg at a time, please. So working into our scissors exercise, just a tap to begin with, just a tap. We do one more to each side. Fantastic, guys. If you're seated, when you finish that 4th one, again, just rest in that seated position. Okay, so again, beginners wise, let's just start from scratch. Find that neutral pelvis again. Set the center. Now this time, shoulders pull away, tense that thigh, reach that foot, and then gently glide it back in again, toe heel. So heel lifts, glide the other leg through that quad before you glide it back and start again. So let's go, just keep on going, breathing out, leg out, breathing in, leg in. It's very, very similar. We're going to, again, just be now that our change of kind of balance is going to be a little bit harder. Okay, so all we're doing is we're going to glide one leg, alternating sides, with glide and back. If you can take it further and higher, fantastic, but always working on this balance. Or one eye closed. Everybody else on their backs. One leg stretch, level 2 now. So it goes into stretch the leg away, thighs in line, bring it back, put the foot down, done. Breathe in to lift and straighten. Breathe out, 4 movements, breathing out, fantastic. Now guys, some of you, if that is absolutely fine, you know, one leg stretch, level 2, still not hard, this lower back, I'm not having any trouble with it. Go into double leg tabletop. Nothing is allowed to change through the center, remember. Now one leg at a time, out, breath in, leg in, breath out, leg out, breath in, leg in. Now keep on going. And again, just by holding the ribs down, and that lots of abdominal fatigue here, guys. Lots and lots of abdominal fatigue. But get that breath right. Now really force that breath. And then we'll do a little bit more today. We can go lift the knee, stretch the leg, and we can tap 5, 4, 3. That's what we're looking for. So tap around, how much can I tap, but not move my torso. If I'm doing it and everything's wobbling, take it also. When we have finished our exercise, which is about, let's say, 2 more repetitions, hands down. We can completely rest, whichever position we're in. And we're going to move on to one last thing, laying on our backs, if you're on your backs. So, block your body, seated or laying on your back. One hand behind the head. Lift or put your elbow just into your peripheral vision, and your back, float it off the floor. Now really press those feet firmly into the floor. We're going to lift the head off the floor or tuck the shoulder across to the other hip, reaching the fingertips down towards the toes, then uncurl, lifting that proud chest. Lift or curl, breathe in to open that chest up. 6 on each side. 6 on each, working through the oblique muscles. You're curling down, reaching that hand down to the floor, and then breathing in, lifting it across. So you're working on this perfect diagonal line. Keep the elbow nice, all laying on your back. Do the other side. So working on this oblique line, the little finger muscles, which look really good. So when you've done your 6, just switch those arms over. Hand behind the head, elbow just into your peripheral vision, and then come back again. Now, as you're working with this, guys, please remember we're still thinking about keeping a neutral pelvis. So if you go too far, keep that lower back high. If you're on your back, guys, keep that lower back gap off the floor. So as you lift across, don't squash neutral pelvis. After you have done your 6, hug hug your knees into your chest or hug your chest. Rest there for 10 seconds. Okay, we're just letting the hips switch off, because whichever position you're in, lots of work through the hips there. So let's from side to side, hold it for the breath in, one breath out, and we're going to go side lying now. So if you are seated, please gently and roll over. We're going to get our block, cushion, ball, whatever it is. We're going to pop an outstretch in between. Fantastic, guys. Okay, top hand on top here. Quick run through, back into beginners. Okay, let's straighten both legs, not in the way. Flex the feet. You should be able to see your toes. If you point your toes and look down, it should disappear. Let's start with our hand on our top here. We're going to get our top leg reached. We're going to literally lengthen that top hip down the way. Create a long foot. Is actually further down than your bottom leg. Yes, it's much longer. Creating a little bit of space under the waist. Now relax, you lifting your tummy away from the floor, that nice abdominal connection. Squeeze those sit bones together. And again, if the hands on the hips, we should feel a little bit balanced, okay? You can always lifting one leg off the floor, toes pointed. Flex the ankle and then lower the leg down. If you need the support, hand in front and just below the belly button and lower. So we're going to keep on going. So it's a really smooth, very slow position to begin with. But you know what? If we do it with this in that side pocket muscle of your bum, again, we could do this like till the cows come home if it was just a bit of a rubbishy leg thumbs and tongue class. But I really want this leg to be feeling something just already, just right now. Lift and lower. Fantastic. Now keep the toe pointed. A little quicker now. Up, down, up. You should still have no kind of wobbling and rocking around in the upper body. If your hand's gripping, and just relax it. Your neck should be lovely relaxed. Definitely, as soon as you wobble, put the hand down. But obviously aim, if we can, keep the top hand top here. And you're making it really, really smooth. It's drawing 50 pence pieces. Let's smooth that flow. Yeah, beautiful. Now reverse the circle. Should be starting to feel some butt burn right. Let's keep on going. 3, 2, so make it longer. 1 and lower. Fantastic, guys. Great. Bring the top hand in front. We're going to finish off here with just a clam level 2. If you've got your ball, I'm going to ask you to bring it now. Lift both feet, put the ball in between your ankles and flex your feet. So we're going to make that, again, that balance element a little bit hard. And I know this is, I said beginners, intermediate, but let's push ourselves a little. Lengthen that top hip down the way again. So both feet are lifted, ball between the knees now. So when you lift that knee up now, with the feet flexed, the heel, yeah, there's that connection. Now lower the knee, keep the ball squeezed. Open and close. Fantastic. Now you can go for a breath out to open, normal. Lift that belly button away from the floor. Shoulder, drop down and away from the ear, and tuck your rib cage in. And really give that ball squeeze some welly. Now, if the ball is too much, we haven't got one, doesn't matter. You do the same exercise with no ball. Not a problem. Last one, keep the top hip length away. Rest those feet down. Ball goes in between the knees now. The ball in between the knees now is just going to make sure this next exercise is slide the underarm out in front of you and put your head back down again. Block on the floor. Now we want to be in line, guys. If you've got a very skinny block, you might need to make it a bit. We love your head and neck in line with the rest of your spine. Crocodile arms. We're going to go for an arm opener, just level 1. Take the hand up. You're going to turn your chest and roll in the chest. Turn the chest up to the ceiling. Look behind you. Now the ball is there, guys. Squeeze the ball and then bring the breastbone back to face the front. Good. So it's hand lift. Turn the chest, look behind you, press. Excellent. Okay, let's go. Breath out to open. Breath in to close. Breath out. Tuck the ribs down. Breathe out, ribs down. Breathe in, lift. Keep on going. So even this, breath out, you should still, again, it's almost a boring sit-up. Crunch the ribs down towards the pubic bone as you breathe out. Breathe in to release. 2 more. Breathing out. Squash the ball squashed and rolled towards me. Rest the arm. Take the ball away. Ball in front of you. Rest it there. Hand in to the other side. Spin those legs around. Fantastic. The hair's going to come outwards. Didn't get it up tight enough. Okie dokes. So, straight legs, straight legs. Flex the ankles, yeah, I can see my feet. Point the toes, yeah, they disappear. Good, I'm in line. Top hand, bottom. Just touch the ribs, guys, just touch the ribs. Yeah, if they're poking out, tuck them in. Really get that nice and flush line. Rest the top hands on top hips. Stretch a pointy toe, lift, flex the ankle, lower. Nice. Pointy toe lift. Flex the ankle lower. And remember, guys, it's a action. Beautiful. Straighten, flex, lower. So we're all separate movements. Just get some of the nerves. So the ankle from stretch. Yeah, we don't ever want to hold a nerve stretch for like longer than about 3 seconds. My physio hat going on again now. But we do want to combine. This is a beautiful exercise just to open it. No matter what your history is, it's a good one to do. Good. Last one. Point, lift. Reach with that heel. Keep the front foot, keep the hand here. Let's give that a little bit of speed now. And again, you go as fast as you can without wobbling. So if you're going really, slow it down a little bit and find that balance point again. Belly button in, ribs soft, shoulders roll back and down. Really point that toe, point. 1 and circle. 5, 4, 3. Circle behind you a bit more as well. Good. 2, 1. Reverse the circle. Keep the knee straight. 5, 4, 2, 1 and lower. Fantastic. Bend those knees. Get the ball. Clam level open. Ball in between the feet. Flex the ankles and we're ready to rock. Hand on hip. Drop it down. Shoulder really far away from and close. Now, obviously, the harder you squeeze the ball, the harder it is to make this movement smooth and stable. Just take the ball away. It's not necessary to absolutely kill it. Fantastic. Breathing out if you want to. Breathing in slow. Foot floor. Tuck the ribs in. Keep breathing. 3 and down. 2 and down. Squeeze the ball. 1 down and point the toes. Take the ball away. Ball in. Close. Fantastic. Okay. Underarm outstretched. Head on block. Crocodile hand. Lengthen that waist away. Hand comes up. Gaze goes to the back of the room. Roll and squeeze that ball forward. And then come back. Breastbone's going one way and the knees are driving the other way. Breathe in. This beautiful twist through the back. I'm going to really twist through the back. So I've got a lovely little hip opener to do next. Just to start. Breath out, tuck the ribs down. Breath in, come back. And just rest there for a second. Oh, fantastic. All the way. On out. Feet in front of you. And just let the feet just kind of come forward whenever's comfortable. Hands are going to go. We're going to rest ourselves there. So really quite a comfy resting position. And all we can do to start off with, bum stays on the floor, is let both knees roll. Let the knees roll to the side. Okay, a couple more of those. So your bum doesn't move. Bum doesn't move. We're just starting to open up the hips. You'll know that one side is tighter on. Now roll the knees over. Now the knee that's on top, push it down. Push. Feel a big stretch. Push. Nice. Switch the other side. Push that top knee down. Push. Again, you really feel which you just stick aside. So you're leaning back slightly and roll. Now let the bum lift. Roll and let the bum lift. Nice. Let's keep on going. Roll, push. Roll, push. Okay, hold it for the middle. Take this roll and touch that knee, inside knee to the floor. Roll it, touch it to the floor. Good. So again, some of you, that might be too. Just take it where it's comfortable for you, yeah? Breathing out. If you want to take the range further again, roll, touch behind you. Swing behind you. Nice. 4 more. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Last one. Back to the middle. Fold the feet and just rest. Rest on your elbows. If you're comfortable, you can walk yourself forward slightly. If there's no bump in the way, you can go flat. Drop the head. Just walk those fingertips forward a little bit. Take one hand off the floor, lift and look at the ceiling. Breathe in, breathe out, down. Breathe in, look out, down, 2 more. Breathe in, lift. Bum stays on the floor, please. Down, breathe in, bum stays on the floor. Down and walk back. Nice, guys, nice. Roll forward and unhook those feet. If you can't, just sweep those legs around, that's fine. Tuck your toes under and just sit back as you can. The toes can take, because it's quite a big stretch. Just give it a second, just give it a sec, yeah. Good, ease the weight forward again. Okay. Again, if you've got belly in the way, take your knees wider, that's fine. And just press one heel towards the floor. So we're just getting a stretch up the other side. Again, just pressing the heel into the floor. Nice. Okay, so careful of the balance. Keep yourself not too dizzy. Drop the head. Lift, string, stretch. And then curl yourself up. Again, just that nice, gentle 1 vertebrae at a time. Pull the shoulders back and down. Head up last. Fantastic. Okay, guys. Let's little cool down, starting off at the upper back. So, hip distance apart. Interlace the fingers, turn the palms down. Look at the floor. Breathe in. Reach the hands forward. Breathe out, hands up, look up. Breathe in, hold. Breathe out the fingers, look at the floor. Breathe out, hands to shoulder height. Breathe in, reach forward. Breathe out, look up. Breathe in, hold. Breathe out, soften the knees. Hinge forward at the waist. Lift the belly button up away from the floor. Shoulders pull back and down. Slide the other leg out behind you. Make it long. Lift the belly button and toe tap that back foot. 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now stop there. Put the foot down. Check. Knees are bent. Hinge in the middle. Stretch the leg out. Good. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And stand up. Beautiful. Just all the way together. Roll the shoulders back and down. Rock the weight backwards. Lift the toes off the floor. Spread the toes as far as you can, only into the floor. And just try and hold that balance. A couple of breaths. Set the center. Now try to put your 4th toe only on the floor. And again, just 2nd and 3rd toes. Big toes in the air. Big toe down last. Rock the weight forward. Relax the shoulders. Squeeze the inner thighs together. And just hold it. Just try to hold. So we're learning, we're tired, and the body just worked out. We're still trying to keep the brain engaged. Really lift that belly button up towards, almost up towards your heart. You know, draw it up and in. Hold. Float the heels up a tiny bit further. Breathe in, hold. And then gently lower down. Distance apart. 1, and a little bit extra full up. Turn the heels. Let's go for a good old school power breath. I don't do them often, but when we do them, let's make it. And they're going to come down. Real simple. Lift, breathe in, and lower. Now soften the knees to up, and soften the knees to lower. Floppy. So we're really tall and hard and tight, and then we're floppy on the breath out. Breath in. Lift the heels if you can. Low. Gorgeous. Breathe out, floppy. Breathe in, hold. Breathe out, floppy, and just strong stand up. Hey, I love it. Walk those. Tip back, tip forward. Find the halfway point. Set the center. So belly button, hip bones, draw it in. Pelvic floor, lift. Skip, just a little tuck. Now, open those shoulders and relax the arms down both sides. Let's turn the palms to face front. Just open the shoulders a little open at the front. Lengthen that chin in ever so slightly. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, imagine that healing balloon is pulling your head up a little bit further towards your ceiling. Breathe in and out one more time. Try to keep that posture just a little bit more for the rest of the day. Thank you very much, guys. Give yourselves a clap in your living room.